Morning, everybody. All right, one more time. Come on, everybody. Good morning, everybody. And welcome to the 30th anniversary of the Clean Communities Day. Come on, everybody, clap. There we go. All right. I want to start off by introducing Mayor Marr and her members of her council, who everybody knows, who will now read the proclamation for Clean Communities Day.
So, good morning, Fanwood.
Good morning.
Good morning. And thank you for getting up early, getting dressed, coming out here, having some coffee, some bagels from the Fanwood Bagel Store, and understanding that it's important that we love Mother Earth. And that it's important, no matter how big or small we think it is, that we're here today to acknowledge our environment. Because there's been a lot been spoken about global warming, how our climate is changing, the sea levels, snow caps that are melting. There are those who maybe don't really believe in global warming, but I know here that we know one thing, that we love our environment, that we're fortunate to have a nature center, which is over 6 acres, that our Environmental Commission, somewhere they're around here, the Environmental Commission, give a big round of applause to our Environmental Commission. Those dedicated Fanwood residents of our Environmental Commission fully understand the value of a built-out community like Fanwood, having a center, a pristine center, where wildlife can go, where we can create a place of a sanctuary for our public, and we will make sure that it never gets built upon because it has a conservation easement. So for generations to come, the Nature Center will always be there. We also understand the importance of recycling. And you have your awesome recyclable bags here today, so I hope that you take each and every one of them. We understand, we had the recycling center, and when that was no longer feasible for us to operate, the council spent an inordinate amount of time making sure that we partnered with the right company to provide us recycling curbside services. So while it got a lot easier to recycle in this community, you didn't have to go on a Wednesday or a Saturday and drop it off, we saw our volume increase dramatically of the recyclable materials. And we knew that as the recyclable materials was increasing in the curbside bins, that the household waste was actually decreasing exceptionally. So that's a testament to all of you. So we're here today because this is 30 years, and I want you just to think about that for a second. So for the last 30 years, residents like yourself have gathered here at the same spot to go out into our community, to go pick up trash, to make sure that Fanwood has the best face forward. So we want to really thank our Clean Communities Committee, which has been, in some variations, always here, never giving up, in a community where we're very strong on volunteerism. So very quickly, the proclamation reads that this is our 30th year of Earth Day in our Clean Communities, where we gather with you, our concerned residents, to reflect on our commitment and resolve to create a safe, cleaner, and more livable community. And where our committee only really is made up of a handful of members since inception, they organize, they implement a clean community program. And it is the cooperation of our Public Works Department, so let's give them a nice round of applause.
The best Public Works Department.
The best Public Works Department.
Thank you, Little Click.
And I got to just say, it's something. Not many communities do just this. You know, they'll take Clean Communities or Earth Day and they'll have maybe like a festival. But it's not all communities that actually gather with their public works department on a Saturday morning and physically get into trucks and go out around the town and pick up the garbage and come back and are able to have a little pizza later. That's always important. So the governing body that stands up here before you, Trish Walsh, Erin McElroy Barker, Kathy Mitchell, Jeff Banks, Tom Krantz is always the man behind the camera over there, and Anthony Carter, who couldn't be here today. Really want to thank you because we believe nothing is more powerful than the collective action of a community. So I want to thank you for that. And I also think we have a presentation, a check presentation that we want to do. So I'd like to call forward the American Water representatives and the members of our Environmental Commission. Yeah, absolutely. So is our So Eric Gallin is our leader of our Environmental Commission, and so if you've been to our, like I said, our nature center, these men and women that are right here make up the commission. But why don't you just talk a little bit about the grant?
Thank you, Mayor Marr, and thank you to American Water. American Water was kind enough to support one of the projects that we're doing in the Nature Center. And you know, a lot of folks hear about runoff and reducing and keeping our water clean, and a lot of folks might not realize, but through the middle of the Nature Center is the Robinson's branch of the Rahway River, which eventually drains to the ocean. And you know, our Nature Center, all of the lands in the Nature Center drain to what eventually provides water to a certain area of New Jersey. As part of the project that we're doing in the Nature Center, we are trying to replant and stabilize the banks within the Nature Center and reduce some of that runoff and sediment pollution. And American Water was kind enough to provide the borough of Fanwood with a grant to support this effort. So we're currently doing a project where we're replanting and, you know, as I mentioned, trying to reduce water pollution throughout this area. On behalf of Mayor Marr and the residents of Fanwood and the Environmental Commission, you know, I'd like to say personally thank you. It was boring. I'd like to say thank you to American Water and thank you for being a great partner to our community and our environment here in Fanwood. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric, and thank you for everyone for coming out today. I just wanted to mention that our environmental grant, we have it every year. And one of the things that we're always looking for are communities that want to reach out, provide information, come together to make the environment cleaner and also to protect our watershed. And one of the things that Eric's project with Fanwood really called upon was bringing everyone together and improving your town and your community. And so we always love to partner with towns and departments that want to do that. And we're just really fortunate to work with you, and I hope all of you have a good time today. And thank you so much.
Thank you. So American Water is a really great partner for us. And how much was the grant? Because I know that the check actually was like, it blew.
It was $7,500.
So it was $7,500 that American Water gave our Environmental Commission, which is pretty significant. And the councilwoman just wants to give a plug to our great bags. Talk about this and why.
And actually, this bag is very, very large. So I just wanted to put a plug. We've been talking a lot at the council level and with the Environmental Commission about what we can do as a community to try to clean up our act a little bit more and slow down the pace of pollution and global warming, including, you know, helping keep our seas free of a lot of unnecessary plastics. And in our recent trip to our recycling center, we learned that plastic bags are one of the least or most difficult items that can even destroy the machines at the recycling center and make recycling a harder thing. They can't be recycled. And so as a community, we've decided that we want to start encouraging people to get rid of one-time use single plastic bags and start using recyclable bags. So you see these today, please take one home. If there's extra, take more than one. And think about bringing some to the store. I know we're not getting charged around here yet, but it's a really important thing for our community to maybe start making the transition from those plastic bags to bags that that you can use and feel really good about. So
this hooks on the cart.
and so this actually hooks on the
This hooks on your grocery cart, so you can put it right in the bottom.
Say that again.
This can hook right on into your grocery cart. You can hook it right over it, and it sits in the bottom, which is very handy. So there you go.
So please take them, use them, and encourage your neighbors to stop using single-use plastic bags. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Where's Clint?
Thank you, Mayor. A few things. I want to personally thank the entire committee, Bob McCarthy, Margaret Chowdhury, Harry McNally, and Lynn, who is standing to my right. I want to, we work hard on this, and we came up with these bags with the thought that plastic is a huge problem in our recycling stream. Of course, as the mayor said before, I want to thank the entire Public Works Department, some of the members that have been coming here since the inception of this event. I want to thank the Fanwood Bagels for donating the bagels for today's event. I also want to thank Nick's Pizza, who is donating pizza. So after the event, you could come back. We have tickets for pizza. You can go over there and get a free slice of pizza and have some lunch. I just want to remind everybody the black bags we'd like to use for trash, and if we can, use the clear bags for recyclables. That way we can keep it separate when we dispose of that. Also, anybody who's working on the railroad or on Martine Avenue, we ask you to wear a vest. Vests are available over here so you can be seen and stay out of harm's way. And we have a bus that's going to take everybody to Martine Avenue, Midway Avenue. If you're doing Midway Avenue, the bus will take everybody and drop them off and pick them up. If anybody else needs the bus to go over to LeGrand Park or the Nature Center, we could certainly do that, but the LeGrand Park people, you could walk or just let me know and we can have the bus take you over there. Anybody that has the pickers, we do have litter pickers. If anybody's using them, please be very careful. They're very sharp, so we don't want to see anybody get hurt. So with that, we have the different sections. Unfortunately, Mother Nature has given us a lot of wind today, so all the signs are on the ground. But Section 1, whoever's going to Section 1, that is Martine and Midway Avenue. Section 2 is the North Side train station, including Martine Avenue and the bridge. Section number 3 is the municipal parking lots behind the stores and LeGrand Park. Section 4 is South Avenue. Section 5 is also South Avenue, heading the opposite direction. Section 6 is the Nature Center. So anybody that's driving to the Nature Center, you can park in the Terrell Road Bible Chapel. Unfortunately, we cannot do the brook today because it's full of water from the recent rains that we've had. So anybody that was looking to go to the brook, we'd like to set up another group to go and do second half of Midway Avenue. We'll have one group on one side of the road and another group on the other side. And last but not least, Section 8 is New Jersey Transit. We have flagmen. I'd like to thank them for coming out today to help us out, to keep an eye on the trains for everybody. So if anybody wants to do that section, that's Section 8. So I want to thank everybody again. I want to thank the mayor and council, the Environmental Commission for supporting our event, and let's go clean up Fanwood.